Kojima took the one thing every game wants you to skip, walking, and built his entire game around it. And somehow, it works. In every game you've ever played, walking's the boring part. You hold shift and never let go. Tell me you don't, and I will tell you you're lying. So how did he pull it off? People called it a walking simulator, a pizza delivery guy simulator. And honestly, that's fair. Kojima even leans into it. There is a quest where you literally deliver a hot pizza and get scored on it, which is kind of funny. On the surface, the critics have a point. But it's not bad design, it's the whole point. Death Stranding has some of the sharpest game design of the last few years, precisely because it does the thing big studios almost never do. It experiments. An indie can take that swing, it almost has to, just to grab attention and build a player base. But when you've got a budget this size and a star-studded cast, that's a lot to carry, a lot of pressure. And the risk is much harder to justify. Kojima took it anyway, and it worked wonderfully. Stop and think about it for a second. How often does a game actually make you think about traveling? You don't usually. You think about what's next. Where's the ammo? Where's the car? Or the horse? You never think about the movement itself. Outside of Red Dead 2, and even there it's limited. When do you even look at the ground? Here, you're always reading it. Can Sam cross this? That thought runs through your head constantly. And it's literally in your hands. You're working the left and right triggers or the mouse buttons just to keep him upright and stop him toppling. And the cost of getting it wrong is real. Lose your balance on a rock or a slope and Sam goes down. And when he falls, it's not just him that gets hurt. The cargo takes the hit too. Those crates have a condition rating, and a bad tumble can crack them, dent them, ruin what's inside. So every step is a tiny decision. Is this rock worth the risk? Do I go around? Do I slow down? Walking stops being something you do without thinking and becomes something you are constantly, actively managing. And the terrain isn't even your only enemy. On top of all that, you've got BTs, the ghosts of this world, and mules hunting you for your cargo. So now you're not just balancing an impossible load across broken ground, you're doing it while running for your life. Picture it. A tower of crates on your back, the weight pulling you left and right, and something's chasing you. Drop it and you don't just lose your footing, you lose the whole delivery. That tension is sprinkled all through the game, and it's exactly what keeps the walking from ever getting dull. The danger turns a quiet hike into a genuine fight to stay on your feet. And the world feeds all of it. It's mostly empty, mountains, rocks, rivers, and I want to be clear about what empty means here, because it's not the bad kind. You know how in Starfield you land on a procedurally generated planet and it's just flat nothing, copy-pasted rocks, dead space with no soul? This is the opposite. It's empty in the same way a real mountain range is empty. Handcrafted, deliberate, every ridge and river placed by a person. The whole thing is driven by the story, and it makes the traversal genuinely hard, especially on normal or hard difficulty, where it only gets worse. And the scoring is genuinely fun. Condition, speed, the route you're optimizing. You always try to do it better. Chasing the rank every time. Why wouldn't you? It plays on something so internal to human nature, and it harvests it in a way that honestly exciting. You're not just walking from A to B, you're hunting for the best possible way to do it. Like building roads, choosing the van instead of walking, or simply taking a cart and dragging it yourself. It's a constant question of what's the best thing to choose for the specific mission. And that variety isn't even forced. You get to choose your own taste of gameplay, the way you want to play it. And that definitely clicks with me, but that's not the only thing that does. There is one mechanic that's so cool, it's special. You can see and use other people's ladders and ropes, structures real players left behind, and sometimes they come in clutch. You can interact with them, give them a like, and they even let you smash that like button over and over to really thank the person who left exactly the thing you needed in the moment. Does the mechanic still look simple to you? Then look how much he's layering onto this simple, almost boring mechanic of walking, social interaction, gratitude to other players, maximizing how much you haul, hitting as many drop-offs in one trip as you can. It's layered so heavily that you almost forget what you are doing is the part every other game treats as filler. Here, it's the star of the show. And the funny thing is, you will overburden yourself. You will pile everything onto Sam and see how much you can haul in one trip. Be honest, when you get home from the supermarket, you are not going back for a second trip, are you? You're hauling every bag to the kitchen in one go. If that's not a male experience, I don't know what is. The game runs on that exact reflex. The gamer instinct, optimize, carry more, do it faster, beat your last run. It's the same drive that built the entire speedrunning scene. Kojima just pointed at walking. Plenty of games try something cool. Plenty try to be innovative. Almost none take the most boring, generic, taken for granted mechanic, make it the main dish, put it dead center, and pull it off without the whole thing collapsing. That's the rare part. That's the achievement. Because on paper this should not work, like at all. Just imagine the pitch. Okay, so you play as a delivery guy who hauls massive boxes across the world with almost nobody in it. You scale mountains, cross rivers and use ladders, and run from the ghosts and bandits trying to steal your freight. Oh, and you give each other likes. That sounds ridiculous, right? And still, it's got a real following, and I'm right there with them. This game is so much more than the playing pitch could ever capture. That's the difference. Let me put it this way. It's like when a car maker actually builds the concept car for real. It almost never happens, and when it does, it's never quite what was promised. Death Stranding is the exception. Kojima promised the strange thing, built the strange thing, and it worked beautifully. So many things that shouldn't be fun became fun because of the gameplay, the thought, the depth, and the sheer love of craft poured into it. You can't help but sit back and go, okay, you did a great job, this is amazing, and much, much better than I anticipated. So what I'm trying to say, yes, the story is divisive. It takes time to click, it wanders into fantasy, and even horror movie territory. And you might not love it. But none of it changes its core. Kojima took the thing you hold shift to skip past and turned it into the reason to play. There is a ton of content, the pacing's good. It's all around great game, and honestly, I loved every minute of it. It's one of the better games I can recommend to anyone. So, is walking entertaining? It is. It really is. In Death Stranding. Here I have handpicked a video for you to watch next. See you next time, and bye bye.